you always know you were going to entertain people, or did it happen naturally?
I had this idea when I was 12 to do what I'm doing now, really just create, to be honest. And I always said that I wanted to, my goal was to put a smile on somebody's face, because, you know, we all face battles that we go through on a day-to-day basis that we don't talk about, or that, you know, maybe nobody knows about, and we only talk to ourselves about, whether it's in the mirror or a late night shower or whatever it is. Just if you could come in contact with me and I can make you smile, well then, you know, my job was done. And so I knew I would create of some sort, and I actually started music before I ever started content creation. But content creation, you know, was what took off, you know, with games and stuff like that. And then when I blew up on TikTok, I understood that, you know, I had a voice and a different way of connecting with people, and then it really started from there. So it's going on 10 years now. So yeah, it definitely.
So what games were you playing?
I originally blew up on 2K. That was my first viral video, was a 2K best dress tutorial. Like, it was like an outfit video, and it got like 40 something K. And then I did a face scan glitch. Anybody that played 2K knows that the Taz face used to be like the most popular face to try to glitch onto your character and stuff like that. So I used to try to like do the little tutorial videos because everybody was looking them up, and I knew that was the easy way to get views. And then from there I blew up on Fortnite, and I had views on there for a while, and then I ended up not having a house for a little bit because of some just some other little things. So I transitioned to IRL type videos out of the gaming, which is really the best thing that happened. Everything in my life has happened 100% for a reason.
What changed your life first, music or streaming?
So what changed my life first, music or streaming? Definitely just content in general. I wouldn't say streaming because I just got consistent with streaming here recently. Really this year is when I really like locked in, but I've always been streaming of some sort, but just never consistent. You know, this whole year I haven't missed a single day of streaming. So the content in general definitely changed my life first, especially now with everything being based off short clips. You know, when I started, everybody was doing vlogs, and it didn't really matter about a clip. Like, you had to get it the hard way. Like, you had to do the vlogs and stuff like that, and then, you know, push long form videos. Now it's all like short form that directs to the long form, so it's like just kind of different and stuff now. But content definitely. But music mentally wise and like behind the camera, like before I even posted it, music did help my life a lot. But financials and like just learning different things, I guess I would say content for sure.
What was the biggest viral moment you had?
My most viral video, people probably know me from One Fish, Two Fish, Sad Bitch, I'ma Get a New Bitch. And a lot of people don't even know that video was me, because in the video I had curtain bangs. Like my hair split like your grandma's curtains, and why I had that shit on top of my head, I have no clue, but that's what it was. And that happened to be a prank that I was doing on my girlfriend at the time, and this was 4 years ago now. So it happened to be a prank that I did on my girlfriend at the time, and I was posting on my story saying I'm single. So I posted it, and she seen it, and then that's how it all came about. But that video, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I posted like a regular video, and it ended up, you know, millions and millions and millions. It did 12 million on my page once, like the first time. Then I seen it did 25 million on somebody else's page, and on somebody else's page it did 50. Like, that was the first moment that it really like took off. So then people started coming up to me and be like, bro, say the line. And I would be like, what line? And they would fit the fish line. I'm like, huh? People started comparing me to Dr. Seuss and shit. I'm like, what line are you talking about? They would say like red fish, blue fish. So I'd have to correct them because I ain't say shit about a red or a blue fish. So it's One Fish, Two Fish, Sad Bitch, I'ma Get a New Bitch. And then it started from there. That video's still viral to this day.
Was that your last white girlfriend?
That was definitely my last white girl that I messed with, 100%. Nothing against the white girls though. Ain't nothing against, it don't matter the color of your skin, but I don't care if you blue, purple, black, green, yellow, it don't matter. It's about what's in here. It's about the heart. It's also about what's up here though. Right? What's in here, not the color up here, what's in here. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you got a head don't mean there's a brain in it. It was definitely my last white girl, but it's not even like because I'm looking at color. It just so happened to be my last white girl, you know.
Do you think black girls are better than white girls?
I see what you're trying to do. Nah, I mean, the color doesn't matter. I don't think the color plays a part in anything. And when I say that I don't see color, there's always people in the comments, he's lying, he's cosplaying a black person. So tell me how you cosplay a black person. I love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like things like racism and things like that was put here to divide us. You know, instead of everybody being together and everybody being one, things like that, such as like black and white and stereotypes and shit like that, is to divide us instead of all just being one. I don't care if you black, I don't care if you mixed, I don't care if you white, I don't care. That has nothing to do with what type of person you are at all. You know, I go off genuineness and a person being a real person, a real genuine person. You know what I'm saying? The same way I am, beyond any followers, any music streams, any money. You know, I'm a real person, and so that's what I expect you to be. I don't care about the color of your skin. I don't care about none of that.
So word on the street was actually that your great grandfather was black.
Huh?
Yeah, some people in the comments said he was black.
My great grandfather was black.
So is it true or false?
Who said that? Word on what street? Not my street. I ain't heard of that one. I'm white. Yeah, I'm mayonnaise. Yeah, I'm t-shirt. Yeah, I'm tank top. Yeah, I'm marshmallow. I'm white. Now I did hear a rumor that I had about 7% Native American in me when I was younger. So 7% I think is enough to say the word.
Do you think streaming is the new version of TV?
Streaming is definitely a new version of TV. 100%. Streaming is 1,000% a new version of TV because you can connect to them. You can connect with the people that streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I was doing vlogs before I was ever streaming consistently, and so people was having to wait a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days for the vlog to come out. Now they're interacting with you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours at a time, 24 hours at a time, seeing what you're doing in your day-to-day life. And you can read the comment, you can interact with your top gifters, your top donators, whatever, and you build a connection with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my top donators and stuff, like word for word. I know my top people that's in my stream word for word. As soon as I said it, it came out the top of my head. Your favorite actress, you know what I'm saying? You're only seeing them in a movie. You know, you're only seeing them whenever they play a part in this movie and whenever they post a selfie or whatever. Streaming, you're seeing them non-stop. Man, with today's world, the attention span is so short. You know, you got to grasp their attention and make them like you in a short amount of time. And then they want to be able to bounce to something, from one piece of content to another piece of content and keep seeing you. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, it's all about clips. It's all about viral moments. So if you're in a vlog or if you're in a TV show, those are perfected moments. Because you might do something in a vlog or a prank or whatever it is that you don't like and you edit it out. In a stream, it's all live. You fuck up, you already fucked up. But the thing is that fuck up makes people like you more because it's not perfected and they're seeing the raw you. And so it shows a lot of people's true colors, such as like a lot of rappers, you know what I'm saying? When you're cool as hell behind the screen and you always got sunglasses on because you're just trying to build this identity and shit. But as soon as you get on stream and take that off, the tough guy image, people be like, oh, that's actually a cool, chill guy. But before you put that on, it was like, nah, I probably wouldn't hang with him. You know?
What would you say the biggest misconception people have about streamers?
The biggest misconception people have about streamers? I think the biggest one of the biggest misconceptions people have, because there's a lot of them, is that streamers are lame, or that streamers don't have motion, or that streamers aren't lit in real life. Streamers are more lit than your favorite rapper. Streamers are doing more numbers than your favorite rapper. But streamers are doing more numbers than everything that's been trying to push. That's why the biggest TV executives and stuff are nervous right now because of streaming. Because they're having to put I ain't gonna say little to no effort, but they're not having to have this $200 million, $150 million, $100 million budget, you know what I'm saying, to have an impact on the world, such as Speed. You know, Speed's doing a world tour. Speed just did a world tour. You know, he just has a team of security and videographers, and so people think that streamers are not lit or they're lame all because they're not in the club. You know what I'm saying? Some streamers are on stream, but they're not in the club popping bottles and doing all this shit. And so because the rappers or whoever has this mysterious act, You know, people think that, you know, they're lame or whatever people make up about streamers. I don't know. You know, streamers are it's more popular to be a streamer now than it is to be a rapper. Rappers want to be streamers. Rappers want to be creators. You know, it used to be the other way around. Streamers wanted to be rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made music before I ever streamed, but I just blew up on content creation. I'm not a streamer trying to be a rapper. I made music first. But nowadays, you see all rappers streaming. And at first they called it lame. Then they start streaming. Same with when Blueface got out of prison. Blueface got out of prison. He told DDG, I probably won't get on stream because I want to keep this mysterious act about me. Now the motherfucker stream 200 plus hours a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you start doing it and you genuinely start liking it and you connect with your fans and people are like fucking with you for you, and you like, damn, I don't have to do this crazy ass rollout and do all this shit. I can just get on stream and people are gonna clip it anyways. Shit. And I'm gonna make hella money. Okay. Okay.
So what is the wildest DM you ever received from a fan?
The wildest DM I ever received from a fan? Oh shit. Oh damn. I probably definitely had some wild shit. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Wildest DM I remember. There was a girl one time in my DM that texted me for like 70 days straight, and every day she was just asking to give me head. I don't know. It was every single day. She didn't miss one for like 70 days, and I guess she just gave up. So over 2 months, she asked me if she could give me head. Obviously, I said no. I never accepted it. She didn't know I seen it, because I never accepted the request. But if you seeing this, babe, I seen it. I ain't want to respectfully decline. I just was better if I just didn't answer it. So I appreciate the offer, but if you giving it up that easy, something come with that neck, then
What artist inspired your style the most?
Bro, I don't really have a specific person that inspired a style. One person that definitely influenced me a lot, especially when it comes to the melodic side, was PNB Rock. And rest in peace, PNB. But it was the way that he would just do like things with his voice randomly, and I liked it, like the or just random things like that. And so when PNB came out with like selfish, I want you all to myself, I swear, I just started going around the house and just doing random things with my voice. I'm not saying he was the first person to do it, but it was the first person that kind of made me like start doing that. And you know, it just kind of like influenced me. Once I started doing that, it never left. So you know, I would say with that, like, biggest impact, I would probably say him. Now when it comes to like rapping and stuff like that, I just always like freestyled and just freestyled to myself. So I wouldn't say nobody really gave me inspired me on like how I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? But like, I fuck with like a lot of artists. I don't really have a specific favorite. So I guess shit, a lot of people, to be honest.
Being from Mississippi, what was it like growing up, and how did you make it out such a small town?
Being from Mississippi was really small. Small-minded, small place. Really no room to grow, because it's like crabs in a bucket in Mississippi. So nobody really wants to see the next person win. Like the next person in Mississippi is trying to find a way to shoot that person that's winning down, because they realize that person's doing better than them. And it's like crabs in a bucket. So nobody wants to see somebody else make it out and they can't make it out. So people start trying to find little things about that person or about you to hate on you or not like you or whatever. It's just, the people just move really weird in Mississippi. And it's so small that, especially where I was from, Water Valley, Mississippi, it was less than 3,000 people. My graduating class was 64 people. Nobody did what I had done. I couldn't look up to nobody. I had no role model, none of that. Nobody showed me the way. I did everything myself, step by step, you know, and I taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to do all these things, you know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I didn't even get a studio until right before I moved out of Mississippi, and my studio was a shed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to take a piss, I had to go outside and pee beside the shed. All small town people know. But it was good because it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot because it taught me how to maneuver. It taught me how to get through the struggle. It taught me how to deal. It taught me how to be able to handle, you know, obstacles and not really have nowhere to go. Like, I didn't even have 2-story buildings where I was from or nothing like that. So I just kind of had to face everything. And There's a lot of fake people in Mississippi. There's a lot of like not real people and a lot of bums and people that's not doing nothing. I love Mississippi though, but that's just the truth. Anybody from Mississippi will tell you. Mississippi is not a place for you to want to live, especially in my time. Unless you're cool with a small town person, you come from a good family, you have a good family connection, you don't have no interest in leaving, you're cool with that factory job, fine. But Mississippi is a place that you go and visit, you don't stay. You go and visit your family, you don't stay. You couldn't pay me to stay in Mississippi again. Oh, someone gave me 10 million? Oh, I'm gonna be in that bitch on a fucking tractor plowing a field in that bitch, boy. 10 million? Oh, I can live that in. I'm gonna have, I'll put 9 million in the S&P 500 and ride that bitch out.
What would you tell someone that's from a small town like you and they want to be a creator or artist? What advice would you give them?
Don't let your mind be where you're at. Let your mind be where you want to go, because where you want to go is a lot bigger than where you at. And manifestation is a real thing. I got this far off manifestation. As I'm saying this, chills coming up. I got this far off manifestation because I manifested the position that I'm in right now, and even bigger than where I'm not at yet. It is a hard road and it does take a lot. And when you don't have a handout, or you don't have a big homie or nothing like that, or nobody to teach you the ropes, it is hard, but it is possible. And keep God first. Give everything to God. I didn't do that for the longest time. I didn't realize that God was working miracles in my life, and I wasn't giving him the credit for the work he was doing, and for even putting the idea in my head. So just because you're from a small town does not mean it's not possible. Just because you never seen nobody do it where you're from does not mean it's not possible. It is possible. Be the first one to do it. That just means maybe they wasn't creative enough to do it, or maybe they just quit when times got hard, because 99% of people that don't win quit. That's why. So keep going. It's gonna get hard though. You have to go through the hard moments. That you're not gonna have an easy day ever. In business, success is only measured by how much stress you can handle. If you can't handle stress, you will never be successful. You will be waking up every day going to a job that you hate, because there's a boss that you have at your job, right, that makes more money than you. It's because he can handle more stress and can work better under pressure than you can. But if you could do the job better, well, maybe you would have that raise. But you don't want to work for nobody, right? Because nobody in Mississippi wants to work for nobody. So you got to find a way to be your own boss, which is stressful as a motherfucker. Because then you got to also find somebody that you trust enough to run the company when you're not there. Because what's the point of being an entrepreneur if you at the fucking job 24/7? So I answered that very long, but I know that somebody needed to hear it, and that's why. Because Mississippi and other small places is so small. So just keep the belief in yourself high. Never let nobody's comments that have never done anything in life should ever matter to you. They should never amount to anything, because they've never did nothing. All they did was wake up every day and clock in and clock out and go back home. They never did nothing. They never completed one of their dreams. They never chased their dreams. They never even gave themselves a shot to see what life would be like if they chased their dreams. So don't ever listen to hate comments or negative feedback from somebody that's never amounted to anything in life. Instead, bet on yourself. Be a hard critic on yourself. Understand if what you're doing is right and wrong, and take opinions only from people that have done something. If they ain't did nothing, fuck them. Simple as that.
What's your spirituality? Like, what do you believe in?
I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. God is the reason why I'm here. God sent his only son to die on the cross for our sins. And God is the reason why I'm in this spot. God is the reason why when I was 12 years old, I took my mom's phone, which was a BlackBerry, and used her email to create my first YouTube channel. And now I'm here in this spot. And that just started it. That's just where it started at. But I understand now that God did it. I understand now that when I was going through that path of drinking and going through a bottle of Crown or more every single day, and I was drinking myself to sleep because I had nowhere to go when I was running from the problems, I understand that God was trying to contact me when I kept just hearing stuff about God, and everybody around me was just saying, give it to God, give it to God, hey, give it to God, talk to God about it, give it to God. And I wasn't at that time. and now everything makes sense. And in John 13:7, you may not know now, but later you'll understand. What you're going through now, you might not understand it, why you keep getting bad day after bad day after bad day after bad day. But later, you'll understand that that was only building you and shaping you into the person that not only you're trying to be, but in the person that you're supposed to be.
Do you think this generation is addicted to attention?
This generation is 100% addicted to attention, 100%, and they're addicted to the wrong things. They're addicted to a lot of hedonistic things. Like nowadays, you're viewed lame if you don't go to the club and get a section and buy a bottle and all this type of stuff. You're viewed lame. You know what I'm saying? You're not cool if you don't have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 females. You're because you don't have them and you only have one female. Oh, you don't get hoes. Oh, you don't get females, or whatever people be saying. This generation is 100% addicted to attention, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Well, you do social media with millions of followers," and that is true. But I also use my platform now. I didn't used to. I also use my platform now to shed light on everything that God is doing for me and shed light on positive things and show the real me. I got this far, fortunate enough, by being me. There's no character. There's no fake voice. There's no fake person. This is me. And so I'm able to showcase myself, and people attract to that, I guess, because I'm a real person and I'm just showing me, and people see that I'm a genuine person. And which for a long time I didn't end up on the right side of the road by being the good person. But it all worked out. People were 100% addicted to the next viral thing.
What would be your dream collab as an artist?
Justin Bieber.
What would be your dream collab as a streamer?
DDG.
So I saw you collabed with Jay Wick.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that. How did that even happen? And how do you feel about what happened to him recently?
For one, that came about. He actually, for one, free Wick. Innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. But that came about just genuine. Like, you know, he was blowing up and stuff. I had seen him when he had first blew up, and I had followed him, but never really reached out to him. I just kind of told him, like, keep going. I think I commented on one of his videos or something. But he was actually with somebody at the time that already knew me and already watched me. So I ended up, you know, got his number. We ended up having like an hour and a half long call, our first ever time on the phone. Just a real like talk. And he's just a real genuine person, so it all came genuine. I work on genuine things, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really going off like you know, just trying to get around you for the moment. You know, obviously you got to have something to offer, but he's a genuine, you know, person. And so it was all genuine. Anytime I would call him, he would answer. Anytime I would text him, he would text me back. And so it just came natural. And then we ended up doing a song I had to open that I just wasn't doing nothing with. I sent it to him. He did it, and that's really how that came about. Then we ended up doing a stream and made another song in the studio, coming out soon, if it's not already out by the time this is out. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? In today's time, it's guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody just, you know, they get them clips, they get that headline, and they run the comments praying for them. And the truth always comes to the light. So
what age did you lose your virginity?
12, man. Started early, man. You know, started early, because I ain't gonna lie, in my generation I feel like a lot of people started early because we had such easy access, you know, to be able to see everything. Like, you know, back in the day they had to go get a magazine, or you had to get somebody to draw you a picture of a coochie. Yeah, you had to get a little VHS tape or something. You had to beat on the back of the TV to make sure that you could see the coochie good enough. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there beating your shit to static. Yeah, 12, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I probably, yeah, I had access to it probably about like 10. So when it was 12, it was go time. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even bust shit. My shit would still go to the top and just drip down the side.
Was it a black girl or white girl?
It was actually a white girl.
What's your favorite position then? My
favorite position? I gotta go missionary, man. You know, you gotta go missionary, because missionary is about making love. You know, baby, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my girl, I ain't just having sex with my girl. No, I'm making love to my girl. Like, she gotta feel me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta whisper in your ear, baby, you like that? Baby, I gotta say all this shit. Baby, you gotta feel me. You know what I'm saying? Even if it lasts a minute, but you gonna have a good ass time for a minute. We're gonna start at missionary. I'm gonna make you feel me, then we're gonna switch. We're gonna do about 13 positions in that minute. You know, you're gonna get missionary for about 12 seconds. I'm gonna say something you're gonna like in your ear, then we're gonna switch. So don't like it too long, because we got another one coming.
Biggest turn on or turn off in a female?
Biggest turn off? Oh, man, I could go for a long time on that one. Not being submissive, trying to be more manly than a man. Teeth is a big thing, and that's just in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hygiene for sure. Not good hygiene. Gotta have good teeth. First thing I look at, like the people lie and act like they don't look for looks. Yes, you do. That's what draws you to the person. But as soon as you smile, cause I'm gonna make you giggle now. As soon as I make you giggle, and I see them chompers and they ain't chomping right, no, as soon as I see them chompers, baby, yeah, you got a little black in there. A little black and gold. Little Pittsburgh Steelers mascot in there. Nah. God bless you. And I'm gonna keep walking. God bless you. Nothing against you. I ain't saying you ain't beautiful now, baby. You is beautiful to somebody. You just ain't made for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm made Ford tough, baby. You made like a Prius.
Have you ever been caught having sex by your parents?
Nah, but actually, when I was 16, I was dating this girl, and we was in her room. I used to go to her house all the time, whatever. And we was in her room, and we didn't know that her mama had just got home from work. So, you know, I'm on the side. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the side, got, you know, hitting it from the side under the cover though. You know what I'm saying? You know, real slow stroke. And next thing you know, the door opens. We're under the cover. And her mama didn't know. But what happened was, I'm mid-stroke. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got about 3 more strokes. I got volcano coming. It's about to erupt. Whole house gonna shake. Her mom opened the door and proceeded to have a full conversation. And then come in the room and sit down on the bed. And granted, when she sat down, I was still all the way in there. Like, I'm still all the way in. The Hot Pocket's still in the oven. It ain't even been took out yet. I'm talking about hot dogs still in there. She ended up being in the room for 2 hours. The only way I was able to move was because they a little bit shrimped up. You know what I'm saying? It turned into a gummy bear. So when it turned into a gummy bear, that bitch she just fell out. So then I could turn over all slow. Whole time I'm butt naked as hell from the waist down for 2 hours. I had to pee and everything. Couldn't even move. Because I couldn't be like, hold on, let me pull my pants up real quick. Like, shit, why is they down? Baby, I was cracking.
Okay, so now we're going to do rapid fire questions. You ready?
Bet, hit me with it.
If you had to pick a superhero to be for 24 hours.
Spider-Man.
If you had 24 hours to be invisible, what are you doing first?
24 hours to be invisible? What am I doing first? Going into the bank.
If animals could talk, which ones would be the most disrespectful?
Dogs.
If life was a video game, what would the loading screen say?
Oh, I see you.
What's your hood fast food order?
You go hot and spicy McChicken, add a cheese, you know, small fry, ask for a water cup. I don't even know if that worked no more. Ask for a water cup, put some sweet tea in it.
If a zombie apocalypse starts tonight, who's the first person dying that you know?
First person dying that I know? My mama. I ain't gonna lie. And I love my mama now. But she but is it really a zombie? But baby, what are we gonna do? She gonna second guess everything and just start having a question for everything. I'm be like, Mama run. She be like, I can't move. Say, you better move.
If you had to survive on one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal, like eating it?
Yeah.
Pizza.
If an FBI agent was watching your stream, what would he say about you?
If an FBI agent watched my streams? Oh, shit, nothing. Shit.
Would you rather lose your phone or your wallet?
My phone. I mean my wallet.
If a girl had access to your thoughts for 10 minutes, are you cooked?
Probably. Yeah, I'm probably cooked. I ain't gonna lie.
What's one conspiracy theory you low-key believe in?
How do I answer this without it being a crazy answer? I'm gonna go with the least craziest one. The Titanic was sunk on purpose.
Well, why do you think it was done on purpose?
I mean, for one, just the easiest thing is when you look at the remains, it doesn't even match the actual ship. And then, you know what I'm saying, then the people, you know, all the richest people in the world that were on it, you know what I'm saying, ironically, you know, died with it. And then the year afterwards, you know, the Federal Reserve and everything like that was formed, and the people that died on the ship was against it. So ironic though, allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
If you could ban one app forever, what would it be?
Ban one app forever? Twitter, Facebook, one of them two.
What's the most useless talent you have?
The most useless talent I have? Being able to take a piss from a far ways away. Like, I'll fuck around and be at the urinal from the door. You know what I'm saying?
What trend do you hate the most?
A trend I hate? You the birthday.
Have you ever been to jail?
Nah, I got detained though. I ain't been to jail. The whole goal is to not get caught. Now some of y'all is just street as hell. Yeah, ain't no way you ain't not been caught that many damn times now. You don't get that damn lucky.
If your future kids watch your streams one day, would you be nervous?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I ain't actually, nah, I ain't nervous because I'm not hiding who I am. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nervous at all, but it's definitely not PG.
What's one thing people take way too serious online?
One thing people take too serious is hate comments. Hate comments, man. You fuck around and get mad at a comment that don't even have a profile picture. There's no picture to it, but you just got mad because they just said it.
Would you choose love or the money?
Choose love or the money? Money. Somebody will love you and still do you wrong. Somebody will love you and stab you in your back. Somebody will love you and then, you know what I'm saying, do you the worst way. But they love you though. The money ain't ever gonna do you wrong. The money, because money brings power.
What's the most amount of money you spent in a day?
The most money I've done spent in a day? Probably like 40,000. When I was 19, I went and I put $30,000 down on a car, which was dumb as hell. I put $30,000 down on a car, and then I forgot where the other 10 came from. And then like last month, I spent 30K in a day. So 30, 40, you know.
If a girl cheats on you, what happens next?
My girl cheats, what happens next? You're through. You're through. You gonna realize when that grass you thought was greeny on the other side, baby, it's gonna get rotten just like the other side. You're through. You're done. You're done so. You're finished. Finish him. You done. Over with. Cooked chicken. Smoked turkey.
Are your parents proud of you?
Are my parents proud of me? I would say so. I hope so. Shit, I hope. But yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush? Damn. Like ever? I don't really got a celebrity crush. I would say Jennifer Lopez.
Do you find Hispanic women attractive?
All women are attractive. Women are beautiful.
Okay, so if your girl came out right now and said, I have 5 kids, I just didn't know when to tell you, what would you do?
If my girl told me she had 5 kids, what would I do? But we already been together and I find out she had 5 kids. For one, baby, what else you ain't telling me? Cause you a good ass liar now. Cause I ain't gonna lie. It ain't feel like that Gucci pop something out of it. But I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? But for one, how you seeing them? You with me always. So if you gonna do that to them, baby, what you gonna do to our kid? We have one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the hell I would do.
Who's the best white rapper?
Best white rapper? I feel like you have to say Eminem. You have to.
Would you ever get a face tattoo?
I wouldn't say I would get a face tattoo. I would get a tattoo on my face. But when I hear face tattoo, I think of like this area. Like eyebrow, that type shit. Cheek. But I would get one like in front of my ear or something, which is like on my face.
These next questions are only 1-word answers. Tims or Forces?
Forces.
Studio session with Pharrell or Metro Boomin?
For real.
Denim jacket or leather jacket?
Leather.
Braids or a fade?
Fade.
Bape or Supreme?
Bape.
Old school Dipset or early ASAP Mob?
Early.
Chopped cheese or Texas hot wings?
Chopped cheese.
Black shades or clip rings?
Black shades.
Would you rather headline a fashion show or a music festival?
Fashion show.
Gold grill or diamond grill?
Diamond.
What's more important in rap, flow or cadence?
I'd say cadence. Cadence is what's catchy.
Super big girl or super skinny girl?
Skinny.
Studio late night or early morning session?
Late night.
Vintage camera or new iPhone?
New iPhone.
Would you rather drop 1 good album or 10 solid ones?
10 solid. Actually, one good.
Henny or Casamigos?
Neither.
What's one thing you want the person watching this to take away from this interview?
That God is the reason I am where I'm at. God is. God is amazing. God is great. God is the reason that I am exactly where I'm at. He is the reason for any of my finances, any materialistic thing that I was able to get that I wanted, the position that I'm at in life. It is because of God. So all them hard times that you're having, give them to God. As I said earlier, John 13:7, you may not know now, but later you'll understand. And I have a terrible memory, so I think I memorized that verse for a reason. You are where you are right now for a reason, whether it's a good spot or a bad spot. That bad spot is just teaching you and preparing you for something, and that blessing that you're asking God for He'll give it to you. He already has it all prepared, but you have to go through the hard spots and the hard times first, because the hard times teach you everything. Because the most important thing is the journey, and don't rush the journey. Because, and I fall victim of that sometimes too, you can't rush the journey, because the journey is what you look back on. The journey is when you get to where you're going, when you get the millions, that big house, that nice car, you're going to memorize when you were in that Honda with no AC, when you was in that Maxima when you couldn't roll the window down. You know, you're going to remember all them times. So enjoy the journey, because once you get bigger and the more money you make and all these things, you have to keep making it. You have to keep going bigger. And so if you don't enjoy the journey and you keep rushing where you're at, when you get there, you're going to feel lost. So keep God first, enjoy the journey.
So I seen you just started a clothing brand. Would you give some advice to someone who might want to do the same thing?
If you want to start a clothing brand, man, just get the idea and go for it. Find a manufacturer. Be a hard critic on yourself. Don't just try to slap a logo on something and think that you're going to get rich, because that's not the case. You know, it's all about marketing. Fortunately enough with me, you know, I know how to market, but also I have a personal brand already. Like, people already know my face. Not everybody's like that. So if you're not like that and you're just starting a brand, well, nobody knows you or your brand. So now you got to find a way to market it. So marketing is the number one thing. So get an idea, get you a sample made, and make like 100 pieces of content to that sample. And whichever works the best, go with them. Go with them 10 ideas, and then double down on them ideas, and then, you know, go with it. But the next brand that I'm working on, because that was merch. I'm about to drop a brand, release a brand, announce a brand, whatever you want to say. 222 is the brand. 222 World, 222 Everything. 222 is the brand. And it stands for multiple, you know, things. Being you're at the correct spot in your life, pretty much. You know, the divine time and everything you're praying for is coming true. You know, all these things. There's so many meanings that relate to me, and I have 222. I had 222 tatted for a reason. And you know, it's just something that means something to me, and something that actually has a substance, which a lot of things in today's world do not. So, you know, and just to show people that if I can do it, you can too. It's Shifty, and this was me on the cereal box.